Hello, everyone. Welcome to Game 4 of the 2016 Cleveland Indians winning streak. Today, the Indians welcome the Tampa Bay Rays to Cleveland's Progressive Field, and today's pitching matchup is Drew Smyly for the Rays and Josh Tomlin for the Indians. And we'll just go and get started. Here's Logan Forsythe leading off and playing second base. And it's a ground ball to third. Juan Uribe up with it. Fires and got him. Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. And that's to the shortstop Lindor. We are playing in advanced rules. So no for the 12. And E12 is 5 to 10. And on 11, he throws it in the dirt, and Santana cannot dig it out. And that's an error on Lindor, and they will not hold Miller on. And here is Evan Longoria. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Longoria down on strikes. And here's the first baseman, Logan Morrison. And that's a low ball four. And so Miller goes to second. And here is Steve Pearce, the 2018 World Series MVP. And that's a ground ball to third. Uribe up with it, throws it across, and that'll retire the side. For a half inning, Rays nothing, Indians coming to bat. And here is Drew Smyly facing the center fielder, Rajai Davis. And Davis against a lefty. That's a fly ball. Left field, going back on it is Dickerson, and Corey Dickerson will put that away. It's one down. And here is Jason Kipnis, lefty-lefty matchup. And that is a 9. So that's a base hit past the first baseman, Morrison. And they will be... They will hold him on, yes. And here is Francisco Lindor. To the second baseman, that looks like that could... Yeah, against a righty. Second base is Forsythe, 2 and a 20. Yeah, that'll be a Forsythe over to Brad Miller, over to Logan Morrison, and that will retire the side. I have to use my other pen here. We are through one. It is no score. And Tomlin will face Corey Dickerson, the left fielder. And against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike three. And here is Desmond Jennings, the center fielder. Base hit to center field. And here is Mikey Matic, the right fielder today, sorry. And they will not hold Jennings on. Swing and a miss, strike three. So Matuk down on strikes, 2 down here in the top of the second. Here's Kurt Casale, the catcher. And that's a fly ball to center field. Easy play for Davis, and that will retire the side. And after 1.5, it's no score between the Rays and the Indians. Here is Mike Napoli. And against the lefty, that's high and outside ball four. So leadoff batter on. And here is Carlos Santana. They will not hold Napoli on. And against a righty, that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So down on strikes is Santana. And here's Jose Ramirez. And that's a leaner, so that's a foul ball. And against the lefty, Even if you're playing real advanced rules, they weren't holding him on. So that's a ground ball to short. Miller over to Forsythe, on to first to Morrison, and that's another inning double play for the Indians. Not a good trend if you're them. Go to the top half of the third, no score. And here is Tomlin facing the top of the order. Here is Logan Forsythe. And that's a swing and a miss, strike three. So down on strikes is Forsythe. And here's Brad Miller. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball to second, Kipnis. Easy play on to first to Santana, and that's 2 down. And here's Evan Longoria. And that ball is crushed deep left field, and that's gone to Souvenir City. Home run, Evan Longoria, and the Rays go up 1-0. He beat the tar out of that one. And here's Logan Morrison. And that's a fly ball center field. Davis racing in, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Rays take a 1-0 lead on the Longoria homer. And here is Juan Uribe, the third baseman. And that's a fly ball right field. Going back on it is Matic. He will make the catch, and that's 1 down. And here's Yan Gomes, the catcher. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to Longoria. Easy play over to Morrison, and that's 2 down. And here's Michael Martinez, the right fielder. And against a righty, that's a line drive past the second baseman, base hit. And they will not hold him on. And here is Rajai Davis, the center fielder. Oh, Davis is not going to miss this one. Fly ball, right field, and left field, and this ball is gone. So Rajai Davis takes Drew Smyly out of Progressive Field, and quickly the Indians have regained the lead, and it is now 2-1. Yeah, that 6'9" is a definite problem for Smyly. And here's Jason Kipnis. He got the 6'8", but actually 6'8" against a lefty. That's a line drive, and that'll go off the wall. And into second with a double is Kipnis. So that mid-6 column is not good for Smyly. And here's Lindor with 2 outs and a runner on second. And that's a foul ball. We'll re-roll. And ground ball to short. Miller, a 4 and a 15. He will get to it. So Miller makes the play, and that'll retire the side. But not until the Indians get 2 on the 2-out homer by Davis and lead 2-1 after 3. And here's Josh Tomlin. And here's Steve Pearce, the designated hitter today. He grounded out his first time up. And fly ball to center field. Davis is a 3 and a 5. That'll get down, but he'll cut it off. And they will hold Pearce to a single. They will not hold him on. And here is Josh Tomlin. To face Corey Dickerson. And Dickerson 10 against a righty. Ground ball to Kipnis. Over to Lindor, on to first, and that's a tailor-made double play. So the Indians turn their first double play of the day. And here is Desmond Jennings with 2 outs and nobody on, and the Rays trailing 2-1. And it's a fly ball center field. Davis goes back on it and makes the catch, and that will retire the side. And going into the bottom of the 4th, the Indians lead 2-1. And here's Mike Napoli. Napoli walked his first time up, but was erased on a double play. And against a lefty, and that hits him right on the arm. So Napoli continuing the no official at-bats streak today. Whoops. And here is Carlos Santana. They won't hold Napoli on again. And against the lefty, that's a pop-up right side of the infield. And underneath it is Miller, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And here is Jose Ramirez, grounded into a double play his first time up. And that's a fly ball, shallow left field. Coming in is Dickerson. He will make the running catch. And here is Juan Uribe. Line drive right to the third baseman, Longoria, and that'll retire the side. The Indians leave 1, and after 4, 2-1 Indians. And here is Tomlin to face Matic, Casali, and Forsythe here in the top of the 5th. And Matic, fly ball center field, can of corn for Davis, 1 down. And here's Kurt Casali. Ground ball to first in the hole. Santana gets it, throws to Tomlin covering, 2 down. And here is Logan Forsythe. And that's a base hit past the first baseman, Santana. Actually, the third baseman into left field, my bad. They will not hold Forsythe on. And here is Brad Miller. Against the lefty, that's a fly ball left field. That's a play for Ramirez, and that'll retire the side. Rays leave 1, and after 5, that's Indians lead 2-1. And this is Smyly can go 6. So he will face Gomes, Martinez, and Davis. And Gomes grounded out his first time up. And it's a ground ball to first. Morrison is there to make the play. So we'll just say take it to the bag himself. And that's 1 down. And here is Michael Martinez. Against the lefty, that's a high pop-up. Miller is under it, 2 down. And here is Rajai Davis, whose two-run home run has given the Indians the lead. And against the lefty, that's a pop-up behind home plate. Casali throws off the mask. And in foul territory, makes the catch to retire the side in order. And we go to the top half of the 6th, 2-1 Indians. And here is Evan Longoria. He homered his last time up. And that's a base hit to left field. And so Longoria is on. They will not hold him on. And here is Logan Morrison. Ground ball second. Kipnis over to Lindor. Back to first, not in time. So Morrison reaches on the fielder's choice. And here is Steve Pearce, 1 for 2 on the day. He singled his last time up. They will not hold Morrison on. 8. And that's outside ball 4. So Tomlin has put the first 2 on, and he is close to being considered weak. And so the Indians will get Zach McAllister and Tommy Hunter loosening in the pen. Love to get Tomlin through the 6th. And here is Corey Dickerson. Ground ball to second. Kipnis diving towards the first. His only play is the first, and that'll retire Dickerson. There are 2 outs, but runners on second and third for Desmond Jennings. And here's the pitch to Desmond Jennings. Ground ball to short. And the 5 is in the range for Lindor, who is a 1. And that will be an easy play to first, because there are 2 outs. And that'll retire the side. The Rays threaten but do not score. And it looks like the Indians will be going to the bullpen. Zach McAllister will be coming into the game. And here is Drew Smyly coming in to pitch the 6th for the Rays. trailing 2-1. And that's a foul ball that was leaning. I'll put a guard up there or something. 7 to second base. Kipnis, that is in range. A 13 is at the top half of the bottom half of the advanced chart for fielding. And so that is an out. So actually, no, sorry. Second base for the... Well, I mean, that's the same for Forsythe, too. That's a ground out, so that is in the first out of the range, so that is an out for the Rays. My bad, I forgot what team was batting. And here's Francisco Lindor. And that is inside, and they're going to say it hit him. So here comes Mike Napoli. Steve Geltz and Xavier Cedeno are loosening in the pen. And that's a base hit to right field. And hitting second is Lindor. He will... 15. We didn't say they were holding him on. So 16. Right fielder is Matic, a -1. Do they want to go first to third? Yes, they will. Let's see, 15, 16, back to 15, 1 to 15. And that's a 6, and he's in there safely. So runners on first and third, and that'll be it for Smyly. We're going with Xavier Cedeno because Geltz can be a bit of a home run giver-upper. The Rays will bring the infield in, trying to keep the deficit at 1. And let me get Cedeno in the game. And here is Carlos Santana. And he's ground ball back to the pitcher, but a 2 and a 1 it'll get through. And in to score is Lindor. And going to second is Napoli. So it must have come off the mound, and he couldn't. It was a tough play, and he bobbled it. And they're going to give him a base hit. And here is Jose Ramirez. The Indians take a 3-1 lead. 3 to the first baseman. Morrison, a 3 and a 20. Morrison to first for 1. The return throw in time. We'll call that a 3-6-3 double play. And that'll retire the side. The Indians do pick up another run. And after 6 complete, it is 3-1 in Indians. McAllister will come in to pitch the 7th. Don't want to try to take a chance on Tomlin blowing up here, so. All right, so here is McAllister against Matic. As a fly ball left field, racing in is Ramirez and makes the catch. And here is Kirk Casale. Ground ball to short. Lindor, easy play. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And here is Logan Forsythe. And 5. And that is high, ball 4. And that'll bring up Brad Miller. The pitcher, McAllister, is an E0, and the 15 is not in range. It's the top 3 and the bottom 3. So that is a good play by McAllister getting off the mound. Throws to first in time. So That'll be the end of the top half of the 7th. We go to the bottom half. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back for its root. We're root for the Indians. If they don't win, it's a shame. For its 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right, Any Romero will be coming into the game. And he will face Uribe, Gomes, and Martinez. And Uribe swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is Yan Gomes, and that's a base hit down the third base line. And that'll rattle around, and Gomes will go into second with a double. And here is Michael Martinez, the right fielder. Okay. 6-5 against a righty. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So second out of the inning for Romero. And we'll leave him in to face Rajay Davis. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Romero strikes out the side here in the 7th. We go to the 8th. Let's see here. Will Hunter come in and... Yeah, Tommy Hunter will come in the 8th. And the Rays will have Erasmo Ramirez. Oh. Yeah, Ramirez will be loosening in the 8th. So, all right. So Tommy Hunter will now face the Rays here in the All right. Here's Hunter against Longoria. Fly ball center field. Davis going back. He will make the catch. That's 1 down. And here is Logan Morrison. And against a righty, ground ball to first. Santana will take it to the bag himself. And that's 2 down. And here is Steve Pearce. And once again, fly ball center field, but plenty of room for Rajay Davis, and that will retire the side. Cody Allen will be loosening to come in the 9th if it is still a save situation. All right. Yeah, Ramirez will come in and pitch the 8th. All right. All right, so that'll be... And he will face Kipnis, Lindor, and Napoli. All right. 1-7 against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. So here is Francisco Lindor. Hit by a pitch and scored his last time up, and he'll get on a little bit easier. Draws base on balls, and they will hold him on this time. So he'll be a 1-9. Yeah, they'll hold him on. Yeah. There it is. All right, here's Mike Napoli, a runner on first. He's reached base 3 times today. And not the 4th time. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So it's Carlos Santana with 2 outs and a runner on first. And against a lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Ramirez strikes out the side. We go to the 9th, and here comes Cody Allen. with a 2-run lead. Here is Corey Dickerson. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Allen blows the fastball by him. And here is Desmond Jennings. And swing and a miss, strike 3. And Allen so far is not messing around. And here is Mikey Matuk. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Allen strikes out the side, and that's your ball game. Final from Progressive Field, the Indians win 3-1. And just to kind of wrap the game up, Rajai Davis 2-run homer in the second, offset a Evan Longoria home run in the top half of the third. And then the insurance run was after Lindor was hit by a pitch. He got moved to third on a single by Napoli, and then Santana singled home Lindor, and then the Indians bullpen did the rest, holding the Rays scoreless, although they did have a chance in the top half of the sixth with second and third and 1 out, but could not score. And so that'll do it for today's game. All right, everybody, the next series in the Rockies replay will be against the Diamondbacks. I have not determined what games I will play on the channel. However, when that series is done, we will have another game in the Indians replay, and then a Rockies weekend simulation baseball will follow that series as well. All right, everybody, whatever games you are playing, may your games be lively and fun, and your games be good. Have a good day, everybody.